In this lecture, we will learn how to write Python code that works with PDFs and Word documents. Under the hood of the computer, PDF and Word documents are not stored as plain text files. They are actually binary files, and they are specially encoded to store information about text layout, fonts, and colors. Because of this, it is very hard to do a lot of things in code to these files, except obtain data from them. Writing text to a PDF or Word document is very complex. PDF stands for Portable Document Format. PDF files use the .pdf file extension. The first step to working with PDFs in Python is to download the example PDF file attached to this lecture as a course resource. Then we will click and drag the file into the folder that is currently storing the file we use to write Python code. To work with PDF files using Python code, we can use the PyPDF2 module. We need to open up the command prompt or terminal on our computer and cd into the directory where the Python file is stored. Then we will install the PyPDF2 module by typing pip install pypdf2. Due to the nature of how PDF files are encoded, we cannot extract images, charts, or other media using this module, but we can extract the document's text. Once the module finishes installing, we are ready to open PyCharm and begin coding. Up at the top of the program, we will import the PyPDF2 module by typing import pypdf2. Note the uppercase and lowercase letters. Unlike most of the modules that have only lowercase letters, we need to be sure that we type the name of the module exactly as I am typing it here to ensure that the program recognizes the package. Then we will create a variable named PDF and set it equal to a call to open with the string example document.pdf passed in as the first argument, and RB, which stands for read binary, passed in as the second argument. After that, we will create a variable named PDFReader and set it equal to pypdf2.pdf file reader with PDF passed in. Next, we will print out the string number of pages and then reference the PDF reader's numPages attribute. We need to cast it to a string so that it can be printed to the console. Then we will create a variable named page and set it equal to pdfreader.getPage and pass in 0 to get the first page of the PDF. Finally, we will print out page.extractText. When we run the code, you will notice that our PDF contains one page, and that the text from our PDF was printed out to the PyCharm console. The docx module allows us to work with docx files, aka Microsoft Word documents. Let's download the docx file attached to this lecture as a course resource, and click and drag it into the folder that our Python file is in. The docx module is a program that allows us to work with Microsoft Word documents in Python. Let's open up the command prompt or terminal program on our computer and run the following command: pip install python-docx. Now let's open up PyCharm and write some code. At the top of the program, we will type import docx to import the docx module. Then we will create a variable named file and set it equal to docx.document and pass in a string with the name of our file. In this case, the name is exampledocument.docx. Next, we will print out how many paragraphs are in the file by using Python's print function and passing in len, and then inside of the len function passing in file.paragraphs. Then we will print out the text from the file by using Python's print function and passing in file.paragraphs at index 0.text. When we run the code, you will notice that our docx file contains one paragraph, and that the text it contains was printed to the PyCharm console. Great work! You just learned how to write Python code that works with PDF and docx files. In the next lecture, we will learn how to write Python code that works with CSV files.